Venmo and other payment app theft is skyrocketing, according to Manhattan DA. Are you worried about this?
No.
No? Okay. Well, let me read you a little bit more and you could form your opinion and tell me after. So the thing is that Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, Zelle, and other payment apps may be a convenient way to send cash.
Mm-hmm.
It is. But the thing is, they are a breeding ground for theft, according to Manhattan District Attorney. The thing is that culprits range from savvy swindlers who trick their way into victims' locked cell phones, and or people who just honestly just try to rob you and then just take your information that way. So yes, the thing is, it is very convenient to send money, but it does come with that risk factor on it potentially getting your information and your money taken from you.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say that personally, they've been trying to get me for over a year now. These swindlers.
Really?
Yeah.
The Venmo debit card?
The Venmo. Oh, no, not the Venmo debit card. I'll tell you a little bit more about this in a few. But the thing is that in a letter sent to Senator Elizabeth Warren, it stated that fraud claims had tripled between 2020 and 2022, costing consumers hundreds of millions of dollars. What are your thoughts on this?
I mean, it depends on what you're using Venmo and PayPal for, because I do know that Venmo is used a lot on sites like eBay, and I feel like like PayPal says that they're like a more secure way to pay.
Everyone tells me that too. Everyone says it's like use PayPal. PayPal's secure, but like literally, I've gotten money like taken from me, like thousands of dollars taken from me from PayPal. That's why I don't have PayPal anymore.
Really?
They spend it on Adidas shoes. They spent
but
like
then you get your money
$3,000. I did get my money back.
Yeah,
but they
that's the
spent like
point.
$3,000. I had to my bank had to contact me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But okay, but we're getting a little sidetracked here. The investigation centered around Zelle and indicated not only was fraud rampant, but was getting worse. And banks had often been unwilling to make customers whole, even if they were a victim of fraud, because banks aren't gonna really do anything about this, because they would say it's like you leaked your information out.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Well, as in like in their mind, they did what they normally do, and it's up to you to do that. But then at this point, I do feel like it's somewhat the responsibility of the bank or something else to help dissuade that or increase security measures and to avoid this or something, because it is becoming more rampant. So I feel like they need to increase their security posture.
Yes, I agree with you. I agree with you on that. And I have a couple more things to say. But before that, if you like interesting content like this, consider subscribing. We put out videos, interesting videos like this daily. And subscribing's free. It doesn't cost anything. And only takes a second. So with that, consider subscribing. A couple more things to say about this is that there could potentially be a couple of solutions that people have pitched. One of them being for a more secure experience would be lowering the limit of daily transfers, requiring wait times on larger transfers, and for a confirmation when suspicious transfers occur. Even something as small as canceling a transaction would help. What are your thoughts on these?
Yeah, I feel like there are things like this in place, but I do feel that they make it very inconvenient to do, because it's like on one hand you have to believe like one or the other. Like on the other hand, the seller is also put in a bad position where you're potentially sending them an item and then they say, "Oh, I never received it."
Yeah.
And then it's like, "Give me a refund." And then PayPal's like, "Okay."
Someone has to foot the bill, and the banks aren't going to do it, or Venmo, Zelle, any of
so
those, they're not going to fit the bill. They don't want to.
Yeah, so it could be on to the the seller, potentially, if they're, because I feel like there are always bad actors on both ends of the
I agree
sides.
with you on this. Yeah.
Because like, oh, like there are people that are scamming you out of money, the consumer, but also the consumers are scamming the little businesses. Like sometimes little businesses, but like a lot of times like bigger businesses out of money.
Yeah, yeah, and I agree with you on that. But the thing is too, a failure to take proactive steps in the name of your consumers will lead to further illegal behavior and countless unsuspecting victims. This is what the DA is saying too, because I agree with you. There's bad actors on both sides. And but there is steps that they could probably take to protect both of them, and there's probably is steps to protect both of them. But at the same time, it's fraud has been tripling, essentially from 2020 to 2022. I don't think they had 2023 data, but I'd want to see that as well. But yeah, I think I wanted to say that for me, I think I've been getting emails. They go to my junk file now. I've been getting emails from Venmo saying to sign in, like every few days.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like every 4 days they tell me to
And you
sign in
don't?
again. I'm already signed in. I'm not gonna click that email.
Are you sure?
I'm
Maybe you should
sure.
click on it
Oh yeah, that's how they get you. But it's
just
so.
to check.
But the thing is, it's so easy just to check. Oh my god.
Could be real.
It's so easy for people to take your information, take your money. Because that link could link you to another location where you have to sign in, and now they have your Venmo, now they have your bank accounts, and it's so easy that for them now
To drain everything.
to drain everything, and even go through and say it's like you. It looks like you signed in. It's easy for the banks or easy for Venmo to be like, well, you signed in. You made these transfers,
Yeah.
and then it's like, who else has your password? And it's like the thing is that I've seen this a lot too. It's like even with like banks, and that they say it's like it's your responsibility to keep your information private. So, and that's as much liability as they will be like, that's all on you. We'll do everything else on our end so our banks don't get hacked, but you just need to protect your information. Don't give it out.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these places are now doing two-factor authentication. So you need to you put in your password and then they send you like a text message or an email.
Yeah, but the thing is that there is still no way around being socially engineered to give away your passwords, because I have also heard of scammers calling you asking for the authentication for this account, because they will claim that they are customer service, because they could also they could tie in their number from they're calling from to like the actual companies and be like, yeah. So there's a lot of ways to be scammed, and I just want to make sure that our audience is aware of that. We don't want you to get scammed. We don't want you to have your information leaked. So just make sure to protect yourself. A couple other things too is on this story is that in addition to proactively leveraging sophisticated fraud detection tools, manual investigations, and partnering closely with law enforcement agencies to protect their customers from common scams, PayPal had said it's like we have several options in place to enable enhanced layers of security and protection directly within their app. So PayPal is saying that they're secure, that there's not a lot of they have ways to secure themselves and work with the proper authorities to make sure that this doesn't happen to them. One of the stories that also came out was over this past year, one man was arrested several times after targeting drunk victims in the early morning hours, and asking to borrow their phones or outright snatching them to transfer money to himself. So, and the thing is, in another instance, a team of thieves worked together to steal roughly $6,500 from as many as 50 Lyft drivers, by the way. In 2020, the way that they did it is the passenger would ask to put in a new address into the Lyft driver's phone, and once inside, they would transfer in an app their earnings into a Cash App account. So it's crazy. It's crazy what happens out there. And you have to be safe, because it's not only the emails, but it could be like the physical theft of your money. Yeah.
Physical theft of your digital money.
Of your digital money. But I would want to know from our audience what they think about this. Have you ever had a suspicious email sent to you? Or I'm pretty sure everyone has.
Yeah, I was like, it'd be weirder to not.
Yeah, what if they're super secure? Or if you've ever had a breach in your accounts. But yeah, let us know in the comments down below.